3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You wish you could read easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name. Beast Coast. The mother, ride or die for my.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is Saquon Barkley. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. LeBlanc. And his throw here's incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. LeBlanc. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Collier. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Collier. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Off play action. Collier. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Mario Edwards in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Operating from the gun. Collier. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Mike 52, Mike 52. Hut! Get the ball, right?
From the gun, Collier. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on second down. LeBlanc. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking to throw. LeBlanc. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. We got 3.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 40.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. LeBlanc. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. LeBlanc. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stewart on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Watch you now, Barney!
The handoff comes to Stewart. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. LeBlanc. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Hey! 4 down. Watch 88! Watch 88! Shift! Watch the shift! Ohio!
Off the play fake. Collier. Caught here by Conley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Collier. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And McCoy loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 2nd down, Collier. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Motion, motion, motion. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hut! Here we go, watch the hut!
Off play action. Collier. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Flex round, flex round. Check 31, check 31.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Ohio, Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Flex round, flex round. Got three. Flex round, flex round. Hut.
Operating from the gun, Collier. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Leopard. Over. Kill.
They start on the ground. It's a Stewart on 1st. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw on second down. LeBlanc. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. LeBlanc out to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now, as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. What? 90.
To throw on second down. Collier, he finds an opening past the 40. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. First down. Collier, a strong running. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play here for the Bills. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now McCoy, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Flex round, flex round. He's crashing. He's checking.
Here's McCoy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. He's coming.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A dump off here to Stewart. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. LeBlanc. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's McCoy. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
No sign of a slowdown from McCoy in his age 30 season. This is 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Collier, left side here, caught by Clay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking to throw. Collier, incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to throw. Collier, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw. LeBlanc. And he's going to be intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Back to throw. Collier. Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
4 down.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is McCarron. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
97.
This give is to McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down. Check.
They'll go again to McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3 down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Tight end's right.
Looking to throw. Collier. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Rolling to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He hits Stewart in the flat, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. On 1st and 10, LeBlanc. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. LeBlanc on the move to his left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Off the play fake. LeBlanc rolling, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bills have recovered.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Alert. Hut.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
4 down. 4 down. Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.